hello. Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel, Diary of a Blessed Girl. Last week we spoke about per week we spoke about how to deal with difficult colleagues. Then last week we spoke about trying to remember. How will I forget? What did we speak about? We spoke about yes, I can remember. Yeah, sorry. We spoke about the pros and cons of job hopping, talking about what is the disadvantage and the advantages of moving from one place to another within a short period of time. And I really hope that you got a lot from that. I really hope that you learned a lot. And I'm not seeing your comments, so I'm waiting for your comments, your likes, subscribe to our channel and all that. Okay, so today I want to keep it as short as possible, but as very concise and very, very insightful. So I want to talk about, I mentioned last week that we're going to talk about, I didn't realize, I kept you guys on the suspense. Yeah, that's true, right? Okay, so I said what we were going to talk about today is a very, very sensitive topic. Right? I think I posted it on my status that this is what we're going to talk about, so I already had a mindset of what we're going to talk about. Right? I said we're going to talk, it's a very sensitive topic about how to actually deal with a sack letter, meaning that if you're sacked one day, one way or the other, one time, how do you deal with it? And I said I was going to talk about my personal experiences and how it could help to know how to navigate through that kind of sensitive period. Okay, I would want to say, first of all, when they sack you, like when you get a sack letter, the first thing to do is to know how to respond to it. Firstly, you must not be too emotional about it. There's something I said I think when I was talking about how to deal with difficult colleagues, right? I said something that, in the workspace, sometimes don't take things too personal. You might, and it will help, right? When it's time for work, is work. When it's time to talk about your personal life, you can separate it and know your boundaries, right? But however, when it comes to work, when people correct you at work, when your boss corrects you at work, when your boss says, this is what you're doing and it's not okay, you need to get better. Don't take it personal. Take it as a way a feedback from your boss for you to get better. If you see it that way, I think you will know how to properly take criticism and also feedback from your boss and also colleagues, and it will help you generally to know how to undo or maybe something that you're not doing well and you need to get better. You then start making research. How do I get better? Things like that. Normally, you should like feedbacks, whether it's positive or negative. There are times that people will give you feedback to be a personal one, but you must be able to sieve it, sieve what's the feedback in a way that bring out what is very important. Bring out what that this part I need to get better, and in that way feedbacks wouldn't be something that you now start throwing tantrums over. And I have learned over time to know how to handle feedback, whether positive or negative, and see the best way to get around it, and also know how to properly position myself in a way that I'm always getting better. And I think that it helps me because it makes me not to have that competitive mentality. If I see someone better than me, the next thing is not to get jealous. The next thing is is there something that this person can do I can't really do, or this person is better, and I easily can collaborate that let's do this thing together. And from there I'm also learning to also get better and also know how to do that thing that I'm not very good at. So that is naturally how, as a career person, you should know how to take feedback. And it now boils down to talking about when it comes to sack, because it's a very vulnerable topic. I wouldn't really very vulnerable in the aspect of people don't want to talk about it. People don't want people to see them as incompetent. But because when they give you a sack letter, there are two things involved. It's either maybe you maybe character flaw. It might be you're good at your work, but character wise, maybe you're not, or maybe you didn't handle some situation well, or maybe there was some tantrums, and or some sack letter can be as a result of, or maybe someone went physical, which is not right with the colleagues, or maybe abusing different kind of abuses, right? And all sexual abuse and all that. It might be because of that, it might not be because of skill. And the other part is that it might be because, okay, maybe you're not competent enough to do the work, and maybe there's an high expectation that your boss was expecting, and you're not actually meeting that expectation, right? And people, it's not everybody that's very patient to wait for people to get better. Some people are very impatient to know that, to see people actually grow in their capacity. And people move from companies to companies, and all. There are sometimes that you move to a company, and it's not everybody that is easily adapts to another company's maybe structure and all that. So sometimes for someone it might be that you're trying to adapt with that culture, and it's now looking as if you're not very competent. But this is you. Maybe some people are very slow in adapting to change, some people are very fast and all that. And also it can be because of that, it can be because of character flaw, and also it can be because of skill competence and all. But either way, just like I said, that when it comes to feedbacks, it's very, very important. I would say this is a very vulnerable one. As I said, I was actually the place I was working, I was actually practically forced to drop a sack letter, and it was because there was a lot of politics there, right? I won't be biased about it. There was a lot of politics, and when it comes to politics, if you don't go some people's way, especially the ones that know that they are very, very powerful in the organization, or they have been in the organization for long, they would, if you're not dancing to their music, it's easy for them to feel like you're not competent enough, you're not doing this way, this is the way I want it to be. And if you're the person that no, this is not how it's meant to be, this is how it's meant to be, you definitely have issues with them. And so that was my own issue. So I was particularly forced to actually resign. So it was like, and not a sack, but like I can say that I was forced to resign. They told me to drop my resignation letter, that I'm not able to work with them again. And sincerely, like I remember then the HR called me, like, when you came, you didn't sound like you the way you acted. You sounded like someone that's ready to learn and all that. But the person that was my boss then just painted the story in a very funny way, and definitely the HR was not ready to hear my own part of the story. And when you just hear one side of the story, there's a tendency for you to be biased. I know that day, did I cry? I cried. It was painful because I wanted something very stable, but I got something from that. I sat down and looked at, what did they say that was actually right about me, that I need to get better in? What did they say? What did they do that was not exactly what happened, but maybe because of the politics it was painted badly towards me and all that. So I sat down and actually did an evaluation. I think the first thing to do when giving a sack letter is ensure, firstly, you must not be too overly emotional about it and just start throwing tantrums. I've had people, when maybe they were sacked, they had to start throwing tantrums, abusing the HR and all that. That is not necessary, because it's painful, yes, but the way you react to things actually determines how mature you are. Is it everybody that will react to it? Because I wouldn't even lie that it's not every time I know how I react well in some situations and all, but everybody's a work in progress, and we're trying to learn how to know how to react properly in any given situation, so that you wouldn't now the situation will not be too complicated for you to solve. And also that's one thing for you to do, is to ensure that you are not overly emotional about it. Take the sack letter, And also, one thing you should do before going and all to make them see you as someone that's okay. Even if I was sad, this is not the end of it. I want to hear your feedback. You can go to the HR and ask them. Maybe if you are even having issues with your boss or something, and you can generally go to them, to each of them, even though it might be hard. But I mean, that's the best thing to do sometimes, because I know there are places that can be very toxic. I wouldn't even lie, but I mean, it's now you're talking about yourself now, not about them. You're talking about how to get better in your career, and you want to hear their feedbacks. You can go to one of your colleagues. Like, okay, what do you think I would have done better? What do you think I would have done better? What do you think? Oh, I did bad. I would have acted better than this and all. I mean, you can just go to each of them and ask them for that, and you write down. You write down all the things that they said. Some, yeah, as I said, you have to filter it, right? Some might be it might be true, it might not be true about you, but you really want to know that, okay, this is it. Oh, this thing that, okay, yes, I need to work on this, and all. So that helps. The second thing is that you must, because there's a way them giving you sack letter would make you feel like you're incompetent and all, but never feel that way. Never feel that way. Be still, even though it's hard to do this, but you cry, yeah. You cry because you have lost your source of income and all, but you cry and clean face. You go back. There are still people that will be begging to have your kind of skill. There are still people that actually want you to work with them. And also, you must also always see the good side of it. How that's okay, I may have been sacked, but however, I'm going to get better. This is not the end of my career, right? This is not the end of my career. I'm still going to go find my career. And if you have that mindset, it will help you to know how to handle a sack letter, or when you even resign without having any without having any other maybe you've not gotten job even before you resign. You just resign out of maybe you don't like workplace, or maybe it's a toxic place, or maybe it's somewhere that you're not really you just know that you're meant to live, right? You must now do a very proper, detailed, and you must be very true to yourself. You know that this is the thing, this is your weakness, this is your strength. These are the ways you can see that, okay, there are opportunities you can get from this strength, and things that, oh, this is the advantage of this weakness, I have to put better on it. Do you understand? And also, it's very, very key. So you must know that, see, if they sack you, it is not the end of your career. I'm telling you from experience. I was forced to drop a sack letter, but however, after that, I did a proper evaluation of myself. Did I get a job after? Almost immediately. And I wouldn't even lie, I got a job that my boss, till now, even if I've left the place, till now, she still refers me to things. She still patronizes my business. I still had a very good relationship with her, right? And all, because I ensure that see, even if this might have happened in this organization, the next organization, I kept using my words, the next organization I'm going to give my best. I'm going to ensure I give my best. I'm going to ensure that what my boss wants me to do, I'll do it. I'm going to ensure that I keep getting better, I keep getting more skills. So during those periods, before even now going back to the job market, before even now getting what you want, you must ensure that you are filled with a lot of skills. Meaning that if it was Excel that you're not good at before, you go to YouTube, learn a lot. That the next job you are going to take, you know that yes, you are fully ready for it, and there won't be any all the old weaknesses that you got from the other place that they were sacked. You must ensure that, see, those weaknesses, you will fill those weaknesses by those skills that you are learning, both character wise and also skill wise. All that must be, meaning that in the next job now, you're now more intentional about your work, about your character, about how you react to things, right? And all. So basically, in conclusion, you must know that, see, if they sack you, it is not the end of your life. It is not the end of your career journey. It is just even the beginning. Because what happens that in life is that, see, challenges actually makes you better. If you are very true to yourself, challenges, you want to sit down and talk about it and see, this is something I need to work on. This is something that I need to get better in. And if you are true to yourself, you actually get that done. And you will see that. So the next place you are going fully backed with all with a lot of experiences. Because, see, I wouldn't lie, where I'm working now, in fact, where I'm working now, there's some things that happened in my other where I was working before that, I wouldn't allow it to happen now because I'm reacting better. When I see some colleagues act in a kind of way, I know how to react because from experience, I know that see if I react the way I reacted before, it might not lead well, it might not end well. And it's very important for you to know that you have to keep relationships. Relationships are powerful. Relationship needs to be kept. The one you know that yes, this one is a very good relationship, you need to keep it. And also like experience is meant to make you better in how to relate with people, in your communication with people, and also in your skill set. And also sack is not the end of your career. In fact, you should now dust your CV, revamp it, right? Revamp it, start sending out your CVs, and you're sending it out. You're getting better. You're getting better career-wise. You're getting better skill-wise. And when you get the right job, you will know that yes, how you even react to things in the job you are doing, you now end up getting to be different. And people will be wondering, this person seems not to be shaky. Why? Because you, from experience, you now know how to handle things better. And so like it's meant to be a blessing in disguise, right? If you handle this. So sack is not the end of your career. It's a mantra. Sack is not the end of your career. So if there's anyone that has been sacked before, see, you can cry. It's fine. Cry. Dust your CV. Dust it. Go back and start looking for another job. And you will get a very good one. And as you're looking for another job, you're training yourself. You're getting better, getting more skills. Character-wise, you're getting better. Don't allow anybody make you feel bad. I mean, let your self-esteem be like this. Like, let it be like this. Nobody, because you're the one that determines how far you go in your life. Don't let the sack letter make you feel very bad and you don't want to now do anything, you don't want to get better. That's when it's now getting a hold of you, and you must not allow that, right? You mustn't allow that. So that's that. So for next week, I'll always keep you on suspense. We'll talk about what we want to. I'll tell you it on the video. That's when you see and hear what I want to talk about, right? And it's a very interesting one. I wouldn't like to, right? I'm trying to keep it as short as possible so everybody would listen and you understand what I'm saying, and to be a blessing to everyone that hears. So again, this is my channel, Diary of a Blessed Girl. Subscribe, like, and comment. I want to hear your insights. I want to hear what you think about what I said. I want to hear all that. I want to know that you're actually following me. Right? Thank you very much. Till next week Friday. See ya. Bye.